In Christ we find unshakable hope. Our rock, our foundation, helping us to
Hello,
grow.
welcome to my channel Judge All Nation. In this video, Christian Prince will make understanding and education about Islam to all Muslims. Also, Christian Prince educates Muslims that in the Lord Jesus there is truth and no other. Now let's take a look and see what Christian Prince will tell you by arguing with Muslims. Enjoy watching this video and God bless you.
Times and you don't get what you get out of it, man.
My friend,
Again, read it please again.
don't waste my time. You can read the interpretation. Do you want to read the
I
interpretation?
have really is not the
No,
way
no.
you
Do you want me to
say.
show you the
No,
Islamic
no.
interpretation? Don't tell me you know it. I don't know it. I can show you right now your interpretation. Agree with me.
I have like 2 minutes. Okay, go on, show me. 2
All
minutes
right.
exactly I have. Okay.
So
2
this
minutes.
is chapter
28
15, 42. Here we go. All right.
42, yes.
And we go here, and this is Al-Jalalain. Oh, this is actually
And do not support that
no,
God is
hold on.
endless.
This is
Oh, God.
15. Sorry, 15, not 14. 15.
Okay.
Chapter 15, 42. All right. All right. Here we go.
In other words, truly my servant that is believes you shall have no warrant, no power except those who follow you from among the perverse, the disbelievers.
See?
But when you say follow you, that means to God or shaitan?
To follow the shaitan.
I will listen. I will go now and I listen. I will
I can
check it,
show
right?
you.
I have the,
I can show you other interpretation before you go. This
I
is
mean,
to
bro,
follow shaitan.
my boss,
So your
my boss
God,
gonna call me. Listen,
he made an agreement with shaitan. Let us
Yes,
do
yes.
let us do it together. I misled you. You misled them. However, shaitan, he said to him, okay, I will mislead only the bad people. And those who they
Okay,
are
well,
sincere to you, those who they are sincere to you, I will not mislead them. Allah said, that's good for me. However, you will notice that those verses destroy Islam again. Why? Because shaitan, he misled Muhammad and gave him satanic verses. But the Quran
how
says
you know this?
clearly.
Prince,
Go ahead, Tor.
I'm sorry, I'm just asking for a friend. He's with me, but he doesn't wanna. It's a female one. She doesn't want to expose herself with
All right.
by her voice. So I'm asking for her, if that's okay.
Sure, sure.
I just wanted to ask like a rational question. If for example, how a woman from her point of view should view like her religion, Islam, like what should her standpoint be in it? Like,
I don't understand.
is it what would you say to a female Muslim girl in terms of her book? Would you recommend it? Would you not recommend it, and why not?
Well, you know, first of all, Islam is if we can call it a religion, is made by the man for the man. The woman, she is just there. She is not a beneficiary. She is just a benefit for the man. So Islam is not made for the women. Women, even in heaven, Allah, He promised the Muslim men a lot of women in heaven. As an example, every Muslim, the lowest Muslim, he will have 72 versions. Each version have 70 maid. Each maid have 70 assistant, whatever you call them. 70, 70, 70. So the number will become like a millions of women for each Muslim. So if we go only by the 72 versions, not the assistant, and because all of them, they are lawful for him to have sex with them. But if we go only by the 70 versions, not the 72, and Muhammad, he says every Muslim man, he will have 70, his orgasm is 70 years. The guy is stuck with number 70. So if we have 70 years for the orgasm only, and we have 70 women, that means her husband will come back to her in bed after 4,900 years.
But what does the wife get in general?
She got nothing. She's waiting for him. She's waiting for him to come back. and this is only the years which is for orgasm. We did not count the sex. So what kind of religion is religion? She is, the Quran says that she will be in the tent and she will be jailed. مقصورات في الخيام. They are not allowed to leave the tent. They are not allowed to see any men, anyone. They cannot get in, nobody can get out. So those beautiful fair females, they are restrained inside their tents. The word khiyam means tents, because Muhammad is a Bedouin, so he imagined the heaven full of tents too. So those houris, their job is just to entertain the man.
So, but isn't so they don't get anything in particular in
They will be in
Jannah,
heaven.
like
The Quran says will be in heaven. That's it. But what they will do in heaven? They are jailed inside their tents. They cannot see any man except one man. They cannot see. They cannot have visitors. They cannot have anything. Their job is just to entertain one man. That's it.
so. But I heard like there is like a construction in Jannah where like it's like a brothel where there are women inside in every corner and they don't see each other, and the man goes in and
Yeah,
has sex with them.
there is tons of stories. Like as an example, the tent is made from pearl, and the distance between the two corners of the tents is the same distance between Damascus and Yemen, which is like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 something kilometer or more. So it's like it's imaginary tent of how big it is, but that will not change the fact that she will be, and inside this tent there is like 70,000 doors, 70,000 gate, and every gate have a gold and silver in it, and every gate there is one woman standing waiting for you. It's just a lot of fictions and stupid stories. However, in either way, the female, she will have nothing. She is just a person who is exists to entertain the man in that tent. She is an entertainment.
Okay, and why what are the, so she could hear it, what are the let's say, what is the proof that, or the hints that Muhammad made it for him, the religion, to benefit from it?
Well,
Because
you
I
know,
hear that theory a lot of times.
yeah, as we showed, like all verses about serving the man, but Muhammad, for sure, he made the whole book for him. So Muhammad, he said, Al-Khumsu lillahi wa rasuluh. The fifth of every attack is for the Prophet and Allah. So Muhammad, right away, he get the benefit of 1 to 5, and then 1 to 5 to Allah. So Muhammad, the Muslim, they say no, it's only 1 to 5. But if we take only 1 to 5, that will be a massive amount of money. And why he will take 1 to 5 out of the money? Why? I mean, he's a prophet of God. Why he is so? Why he don't take equal? And we are talking about the money they steal, not the money they are making from work. So the Quran says, فَإِنْ غَنَمْتُمْ, غَنِمْتُمْ مِنْ شَيْءٍ. So to Allah and His messengers, the fifth of it.
So what did they steal? Where did they steal?
Where what?
Where did they steal the money from? I heard they were like, I don't know.
Yeah,
stealing
this is from the chapter of Al-Anfal, which is about the booty, about war. So if you go to chapter Al-Anfal, verse number 41, she can read the interpretation for the verse from any book. She will see that those are the booty, with the spoil, which the Muslims are taking from the enemy by attacking caravan or attacking, any source of theft, and then they divided. And right away, Muhammad, he took the fifth for him, and then he gave the rest to whoever he wished. Yeah. Same time, Muhammad, he made verses for his sexual benefit too, many of them. So any believing woman, she offer herself to the Prophet so he can boom with her. And then you ask yourself, what kind of verse this verse is? Why does God is making such a verse saying any believing women? The guy already have 25 wives. The Muslim, they agree with 13. In fact, the 25 is agreed by Muslims too, but I'm talking about the majority. They agree with 13. And then he say, all of those women are lawful for you, Muhammad. And then any believing women, she offer herself to the Prophet so he can boom boom with her, not to marry her, not to marry her.
But doesn't it say to marry her in the text, or is
No,
it
no, no, no. It says yes, tankihuha,
translation?
to if her, to if her. And we can prove in a second that this is what it's meant. Like Muhammad, he said, like Muslim, they say, lying, that the word nikah mean marriage. The word nikah mean sex. Literally the F word. So Muhammad, he says, do everything when your wife, she have her period, do everything with her except a nikah.
So does it mean that, like I read that every woman that where the Prophet looks at her, she has to marry him and divorce her husband? Is that right?
Yeah, if a woman, she divorced 3 times, she have to go and have sex with the other husband so she can go back to the previous husband, which is very, very evil and very disgusting, you know. But the word nikah is obviously have nothing to do what they say, that it's a word mean marriage. There's no
So it's sex.
there's no Muslim in his mind. He will go and say to other Muslim, I want to do nikah to your daughter. He will shoot him. If you say that, he will shoot you, you know, because when you say I want to do nikah to your daughter, you are saying I want to F your daughter. You don't say that.
So marriage then just paying for having sex?
There is no marriage in
Like,
Islam. The word marriage is used wrongly in Islam because the purpose of marriage is to establish a family. In Islam, the purpose of the so-called marriage is just your entertainment. So she serve you, give you babies, and you can fire her anytime. So this is why the Muslim, he can divorce his wife by saying one word. Right now, he don't even need to say that word. You know, he just say you are divorced by text message. Right now, it's approved mostly in all Islamic countries that he can divorce his wife by sending one text message. Just
okay,
one.
what about like things like mutta, like
Muta is the
or-
same. Muta is the same, but muta, the different is in the case of muta, you are deciding in advance for how long you're renting the women. So you ask the women how long she agreed to sleep with you, and how much she charge. And then when both of them they announce the agreement, both of them they have to agree, which means the women and the man. The second that announcement happened, the time, the money, there is more like more issue they can discuss, but those are the most important things, of doing it. So two people they gather together, a female, a male. One he wanna buy, one she wanna sell. The one who wanna buy, he wanna buy her sexual, entertainment, and the
service,
one who
yeah.
want to sell is the female. The male he offer how much he was willing to pay. The female either she agree or she negotiate. However, they have to agree on how long is the agreement. So if they say 1 hour, they cannot. That's it. When the 1 hour is up, there's no divorce is needed. So the agreement is what decide for how long this relationship will be. So I'm trying to open a website, but it's not opening for some reason to show her. Actually,
Was it
I can give
is
you
it
the link.
still
I
like
can give it to her. You know,
is it
this
still
this is this
valid?
is explained.
Mutta?
This is explained from the Shia website that in fact even they agree that this is a form of rental. The word they use, it says here, in some work, special term applied to women who participate in muta, which is mustajara. Mustajara mean rented women. Muta considered as a kind of rental because, in general, a man basic aim in this kind of marriage is sexual enjoyment of the women. So there's no other purpose except sex. And in return of his enjoyment, the women receive certain amount of money and property, which is nothing but prostitution. But the Muslim, they call it marriage. you know, which is false. In the same time, by the way, prostitution in the Quran is approved. The Muslim, they can.
Is it still
They,
approved? Is it still approved or abrogated?
no, it's approved. Nowhere abrogated. Never. So a bunch of women, they came to Muhammad, complained that their husband, they are busy doing pimp business. So Muhammad, he could not stop them. He can do nothing about it because they are making money from it, and he support that. Chapter 24, verse number 24, it says here, for those who force not your maid into prostitution if they desire chastity. Again here, what Muhammad is saying, you better ask them for permission if they like to do this job. However, if you force them, Allah is all merciful, which means there's no penalty. But
So
he
you can
encouraged
pimp
them, yeah, encourage them if they want, you know, everything is good. If they agree, you can use them for prostitution. Those are slave girls. You can tell them, like, you can tell them, I will give you some money in return, like if you just agree. However, even if you didn't agree, who cares? Still you force her. And if you force her, there's no penalty. There's no penalty. Allah is all merciful or forgiving. The Muslim says Allah merciful for the women, but why the women? They are a slave and you are raping them. It's Allah who made them be in this position.
But
So
was he like, because they say that Muhammad was good to his women, to his wives?
Muhammad never been good to his wives. Even there's tons of hadith about wives complaining to Muhammad. Even the Quran speak about you know, Aisha and Hafsa making a strike, and Muhammad in chapter of At-Tahrim, if you go to chapter 66, the wives of Muhammad, they have a big fight with Muhammad, making a strike. Muhammad, he was having sex with one of his slaves in the house of Hafsa. He told her to go to the house of her father. She went there. The father told her, I did not call for you. So she felt suspicious. So when she went back, she found the guy in the top of his slave girl. And then he said, I swear by Allah, I forbid it. I will not have sex with her, and I will make your father a caliphate. But then Muhammad, he felt like bad. He need this woman. She was blonde. She was beautiful. She was a gift from the Roman ruler in Egypt. So he made this verse saying, Allah told me, why you forbid what Allah made lawful for you? Because you want to have sex with her. So a big drama here, and showing how the wives of Muhammad, they were always unhappy. And there's tons of hadith. Even the Quran accused the wives of Muhammad that they become almost kuffar, to the point Allah and Jibreel and the angels and every righteous, they are willing to help Muhammad against his two short women. All right?
Because I think I read something that they say, like, God says that if you divorce him, he's gonna get even better women than you are.
Right. Actually here it mentioned the word divorce, but it says the word yubaddil, which means exchange. So what was going to happen most likely, Muhammad, he will give his wife to somebody, and somebody will give him his wife. You know, exchange. And this is, you can search right now in online about Muslim exchange of women. You know, a very well-known practice. In fact, we mentioned before a hadith about a man. He come to Muhammad, he says, what about I give you my women, you give me Aisha? Muhammad, he said, but this is the mother of the believers, and Allah forbid that. So and he said Aisha, you know, he called her like beautiful, sexy. So Muhammad was a coward. He did not dare even to say to him, shame on you, or to kick him out of the house. Anyway, I hope she learned something. She's welcome to learn more. We want to give a chance for other people to talk, if you don't mind.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. ISC, go ahead.
Yes, it's great to be on the stage again. I actually have a question regarding you know, the topic that he was discussing. That, you know, the guy that you and him just spoke. You know that Shia have zawaj al-mut'a and stuff, right?
The Shia and Sunnah, actually, both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them, they practice it still.
Yes. But when you argue with a Sunni, they'll be like, "Oh, but that is with the Shia, and we don't have that." But they actually have that. It's called Zawaj al-Misyar.
Yeah, actually,
And
they have even, I don't know if you have my book, Sex on Allah. I have all kinds of list of so-called marriage. However, there is a new practice now. It's not really new. It was happening, but now it became more like, let us say, more popular. It's called marriage in intent of divorce. This is Sunni practice.
mm,
So you marry a
yeah,
woman, not to make her a wife. You marry her to divorce her, which means just to have sex with her. So the Sunni, they claim that they are not practicing muta, but in fact, it's the same. Like here in this website, this is the Imam Ibn Baz, very well-known terrorist from Saudi Arabia. The ruling
you can
of
even look
marriage,
at
yeah,
The ruling
you can
on
even look
marriage
at
with the
Ibn
intention
Ashur,
of divorce and the difference between it and temporary marriage.
if you
see,
know the scholar Ibn Ashur. No, I can't see it.
Ibn Ashur, you
It
mean?
can't see it.
Uh-huh.
It's not shown on Discord.
Yeah, but the important here, it says that a Muslim, he can marry a woman in the intent of divorcing her. So what the Sunni did, they say we don't do mut'a, but a man, he can marry a woman, but he want to divorce her second day.
Mm.
He want to marry her just to sleep with
Okay.
her. It's okay, you know.
I'll speak now. Listen. Hello?
Hello, HK. Q.
Sorry, this time is not my friend joining, it's gonna be me. And I
Did you
apologize for his language and
did you
his
did
behavior,
you did
okay?
you did you kick him out?
Yeah, he's not here. He's not near me. I'm even stepping outside. And I apologize for
Well,
earlier on
listen,
for the
listen,
way he
listen.
spoke.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
You should not allow Muslim men in your house. You are making a big mistake.
I know, but he's a good
This guy is
person.
not
I
good.
am
This guy
speaking seriously now.
is
Yeah.
mentally ill. What are you talking about? This guy is seriously mentally ill.
No, I understood he's very lost. Not just me, but all of our friends, including his wife. She understands because she is a Palestinian, but Palestinian Polish. But I speak very seriously. He's a very good guy in the heart. He's helped a lot of people. He's also helping a lot of dogs. He has dogs and cats. He's just very, very lost. And I'm having the patience, not just with him, but I have a lot of Muslim friends because of the place I live in England. It's basically majority are Muslims. So majority of the people I've met in my life, they were Muslim as well. But he's just very, very lost, and I'm trying to help him. I'm trying to, find verses as well. I remember listening to one of your videos a while back. I've listened to all your videos, if I'm not wrong, so far. And that was one that you mentioned about Moses propheticizing. Sorry about my English. Obviously, English is not my first language. But he prophesied about Jesus being wounded, not just him, but also Abraham and other people, confirming that basically the Messiah was going to come and be wounded. And some people also said he was supposed to die. And also, if I am not wrong, that in the Torah, there was a part mentioning that Messiah. I am just a little bit confused, sorry.
No.
It's just that I have a
I
lot
don't
of
understand
notes.
you. You are talking about Islam or you're talking about the Bible now?
No. I'm talking about the Bible and the Torah.
All right.
Nothing to do with Islam now.
All
Forget
right.
Islam. It's just purely Christianity and Judaism. So I'm just trying to find the verses about, because I've been speaking to my friend nonstop since your conversation with him, and I'm just trying to find some verses, and I'm having a little bit of difficulty finding them about Moses prophesying about Jesus coming in the future, and also Abraham.
Well, there is hundreds of prophecies about Jesus will come back, but I'm trying to understand what is exactly the purpose of the prophecy. Is just to make them believe that Jesus will come back?
No, so basically, I am trying to prove, because I did see it's because I've watched a lot of things and I should have written down everything on the notes. I am doing that, but not all of them. I'm just basically trying to prove to him that in the Torah, my friend, I'm trying to prove to him that in the Torah, Moses and Abraham prophesied about Jesus coming and that he was going to be wounded. Some prophets also confirmed that he was going to die, obviously that the Messiah was going to die, okay? I'm just trying to find those points. And also there was one in the Torah where they say that Jesus, give me 1 second because I'm forgetting what I was going to say. I apologize.
No problem.
That Jesus is God, basically. And I found this from the Torah before, but I just do not remember now. I just needed those points just to help maybe people who are listening and also my friend.
All right. You know, first of all, if you want to speak to a Muslim about the Old Testament, you have to be careful because a Muslim is a very well-trained liar. Like you are assuming that your friend now he is friendly and nice. Maybe he is, but other Muslims, they will be a different story. They are very well trained, you know, to attack Christianity, to attack the Bible, to make a lot of lies. So the second you go in the Bible, they will play the game with you, which maybe you are unable to handle it because you are not well versed. So I advise you not to use the Bible to debate Muslims, but to use their religion. That one they cannot deny because you can explain to them verses from the Bible until tomorrow, and then they can even switch it to make it about Muhammad. Like as you know, as an example, when you know, there's tons of verses even about Jesus. You know, he will send the Comforter. Suddenly, it's about Muhammad. About Isaiah.
No, no, it's not about Muhammad.
So
it's not about Muhammad.
They can switch things. Even about Musa, as he said, they will make it about Muhammad. And then you will find yourself, instead of proving to them this is about Jesus, those weird people, they will make it right away about Muhammad. So I advise you not to go in that field because they will play their game. However, there's a very way better, powerful way to prove you know, to prove that the Messiah will come, and he is going to be the one who will judge the whole world. As an example, in the Hadith, I can show you. I can give you tons of verses from the Bible about the prophecy about Jesus, and he will come back and he will defeat Satan, and you know, like from Genesis chapter 3, etc. People depose for you Isaiah, you know, 9. I mean, Isaiah itself, it's all of it is a prophecy about Jesus, even about his crucifixion. So all the Old Testament have a lot of prophecy, but I advise you not to go there. But if we go in the Hadith, we can find something the Muslim cannot explain, and they cannot deny. This hadith here, let me pause it for you. In fact, this hadith is a big problem for the Muslims, and I advise all the Christians to use it, which is saying that the Messiah, first of all, Muhammad, he claimed that the Messiah is almost coming down, so it was a false prophecy. You can use this argument to prove that Muhammad is a false prophet. So he said the Messiah is almost coming down, and he is going to break the cross. The Muslim, they will say, see, he will break the cross. No problem. Even that one mean nothing except that the Messiah, he broke the cross by being resurrected. But look what happened here. The Messiah, he will come down between you. Almost, Muhammad says, by him who my hand is my soul. I'm trying just to zoom in. Here we go.
It's okay, take your time.
No, here we go, it's better. So by him in whose hand my soul is, son of Mary, which means Jesus, will shortly, you see the word shortly, Muhammad again is a false prophet. In fact, it says not only shortly, it says liyushikna. Liyushikna is like almost here, almost. So Muhammad is a false prophet in this verse here. Among you people, and here he says again, among you, you see? This is not a prophecy about the future. Do you see it? Do you notice the word?
I'm so sorry to interrupt. It's not coming up on the screen for me for some reason.
Okay, I don't know why. Okay, hold on. It's looked like there's a mistake here. Sorry. All right, let me check what's going on here. You see it now?
Thank you.
All
I
right.
think it's coming up now.
Yeah,
It's loading.
I thought
Okay.
I thought it's coming. So if we look here carefully together, we will find. Let us see. It says there's an
Sorry to
active.
interrupt.
Yeah. Hold on a second, please. All right. So if we go here and read again the hadith. So the Messenger of Allah, he said, and this is al-Bukhari, this is very authentic. Hadith number 22222. Very easy to remember. 2222. So the Messenger of Allah said, by him whose my hand and soul is the son of Maryam, Mary, he will shortly descend. You see it? Shortly. Not a million years from now. Amongst you people. The Muslim, they put the word Muslim to make it like Muslim in general. No, among you. He's speaking about people in his time. As just ruler. In fact, in Arabic it says hakaman muqsitan, which means he is absolute just and absolute ruler. So now, the Messiah, he will be the judge between all mankind. Muhammad is speaking about the sign of Day of Judgment. The Messiah will come down, will judge the whole world, and he will be an absolute judge and ruler. So this is about his coming back. So here in this hadith, we confirm many things, that the Messiah have to come to the Muslim in the time of Muhammad, proving Muhammad to be false. The Messiah, he will be just, and no one is just save God, right? No man is just. All men, they cannot be just. There's no man is just. Only God is just. So when he come as a just ruler, let me see how I can. All right. When he come back in the day of judgment as a judge as a just ruler, that prove to us that Jesus must be God. Another hadith. I hope you took the reference. This is Bukhari 222. Here we find this, that the Messiah, Muhammad, compare between the false Messiah look and Allah. The false Messiah and Allah. All those hadith is confirming those are very authentic. All of those, as you see. We will take this one. Hadith number 7407 al-Bukhari. They cannot say this is weak or not accepted. So Ad-Dajjal means the false Messiah. Remember that. Dajjal means liar. So he is a liar Messiah. He is not a real Messiah. Was mentioned in the presence of the Prophet. The Prophet of Allah said, Allah is not hiding from you. He is not one-eyed, and appointed his hand toward his eye, which means Allah have eyes like us. When the Muslim, they cannot say this is metaphorical. Adding, while the Messiah, the Dajjal, is blind in the right eye, and his eye look like a protruding grape. So look what happened here. The Dajjal is claiming to be what? He's claiming to be the Messiah. Muhammad is saying, well, you know what? Your God Allah, he don't look like him. The only difference between them is one eye. So what Muhammad is saying, that your God Allah is the Messiah, and the only difference between the real Allah, which is the real Messiah, and the false Messiah is one eye. All right, all those hadith are speaking about the Messiah and his look. Here as an example, the same Sahih Muslim. All right, it's the same. Inna Allah Ta'ala laysa bi'awar. Allah is not one eye, like one eye is blind. All those
But
hadith.
also,
Yeah,
so sorry to interrupt.
but
Yeah.
those are very important, you know, because he is comparing between the Messiah, look, the false Messiah, and Allah. If Allah is not a man, why we need to say, well, Allah don't look like that, this false Messiah anyway, you know? If he's not a man anyway. But here you notice that the Messiah who is trying to claim, or he claimed to be the real Messiah, he's a false Messiah. The only difference between him and the true Messiah is one eye. But here Muhammad, he did not use the word Messiah to compare between the false Messiah. He compared him to Allah. So he said to them, I'm afraid that you might be confused between the real Messiah and Allah, the false Messiah and Allah. So you better know that your God Allah is not one-eyed. So this is confirmed that the Messiah again will come in the end of the time. This is why there's a false Messiah. He will come first, claiming to be the Messiah, and then the real Messiah come after him. So this is the religion of Islam idea of Jesus coming back. So you do not need to show them from the Old Testament that Jesus is coming back. You better show them from their book that the Messiah is your God according to your Muhammad. Are you getting my point?
Yeah, the thing is, I know about the tactic because I've debated a few Muslims, not like scholars or anything, but I've debated like normal like Muslims, and I've asked them questions. I said, okay, if Jesus is not the Son of God, or Jesus is not connected to God, why in the Quran there is a verse that says that a soul from God goes into Mary so in order obviously for Jesus to be born. And I also asked them questions like, why would a grown man, 50-something years old, need to be married to a 6 years old, have intercourse with her at the age of 9? And what would be the point of that? And there are a lot of things that Muslims say, oh, we cannot explain, we do not understand it enough. And the problem is with that is that they are following a religion blindly, because everything from Abraham down to Jesus, they all match word by word. But the problem also is Jesus says that if a man even looks at a woman and he feels something in his heart, that's already cheating. And Muhammad kind of says the opposite. He contradicts Jesus in a lot of levels. He also says that you're allowed to marry 4 wives, and he had multiple sex slaves. Muhammad, he married an underage woman girl, Aisha, and had intercourse with her at the age of 9. There was no need for that. He could have married, they say, oh, it's because she spread Islam and blah blah blah, but he could have married any woman older than her, didn't need to be a child.
Yeah,
Also the fact that Abu Bakr was
she
the
have
one.
older
Yeah.
sisters. She have older sisters. You know why he took her? She have way older sisters. Why he don't take the older sisters? Same time, if a man you want to marry a woman to spread Islam, that means he is not from God, because either God is with you or Aisha is with you. You know. So what? How Aisha will spread Islam? In fact, Aisha, she destroyed Islam because of Aisha. Now Shia and Sunni are killing each other because of Aisha. Aisha, she took an army to kill Ali and to kill his family, and since then the war started, never stopped. This is why until now Shia and Sunni, like now we saw how the Muslim Sunni are dancing in the street because this guy, he died. They are giving baklava. This is all go all the way back to Aisha. Aisha and her relative, her father, her brother, they wanted to take over everything, the money, the government, or after Muhammad, the gang leader. And since then, they are killing each other. Never stop. Until now. All the wars you see around you in the Middle East, in Syria, in Iraq, it's just Shia, Sunni, Iran, you name it. So Muhammad, he did not succeed to spread Islam anyway by that. In fact, Muhammad, he failed. Muhammad, he went to the Roman to launch a war on them so he can spread Islam, supposedly. But this is not his purpose. He says, attack the Romans so you can get the blondie girls. He went there, he could not do it. He came back. Muhammad almost actually lost. almost lost in his last war. And when Muhammad he died, Islam was not spread everywhere. It was limited. It was the ones who took over after him, which is really are the enemy of Islam, who they are the family of Abu Sufyan, Muawiyah, etc. And they start killing Ali and his family, and the war started between the Muslims since then. So the spread of Islam is not actually done by Muhammad. It was done by a gang who the Quran says that they did not convert to Islam because they believe in Islam, but because Muhammad paid them money. When we mention the booty, there's a verses in the Quran speaking about a group of people. It's called al-mu'allafa qulubahum. Who are they? Those what al-mu'allafa qulubahum mean? Mean those who don't believe, but we can make them act like believers by paying them money. So Muhammad, he knew this family. They are very, very aggressive gang criminals. He could not convince them to convert to Islam, and he knew he cannot make it without them. He will lose. He need this family. So he came to them. This is chapter 9, verse number 60, and you can go and read this part, all right, which is speaking about, look, even the Muslim translation, and to attract the heart of those who have been inclined toward Islam. So what Muhammad used, he came to them, he gave them a lot of gold and silver, saying, just be allegiant to me. The second they announced they are with him, because he gave them a lot of money, other tribes, they got scared, because now he have those with him. So he bought them. Muhammad, he did not spread Islam because Islam is convincing. He was buying terrorists. So he come to those terrorists. They are very criminal, very, very trashy. He said, listen, why we want to have a war? You can make a lot of money. Here we go, on the table. Take it, all is yours. Just say you are in my side. And then those the same family, they took over Islam after, and they control all the Middle East. And they are the one who spread Islam by the sword. Muhammad have a failure. But Muhammad here, he succeed to make those people in charge of his religion, and later they destroy Islam. So they are the one who spread Islam, and they are the one who destroy Islam. The same people. All right?
Okay.
So, you know, you do not need, I advise you not to use the Bible, because if you spend the whole day, when I talk to Muslims, I avoid speaking of the Bible, because if I speak to the whole day, the Muslim is not listening. In fact, he's trying to divert me from exposing his garbage cult. So you better focus.
Do that.
And I advise you, so at the same time, you said you live between Muslims. I advise you not to live there, you know. You said they have many friends. They cannot be friends. You know, those are sneaky. The Quran says it clearly: take not Christians and Jews as a friends. So you are not their friends, and they will never take you as a friend. Especially if they are religious people. So if they are wearing hijab and burqa, etc., and you say to me they are your friend, they are just trying to convert you to Islam, hoping if we are maybe nice to her, you know, we can tempt her to say, oh, you know what, we are here, your family, look how friendly we are to you. But this is not the case. Muslims cannot be your friends. The Quran is so clear. In fact, the one who take non-Muslim as a friend, he is one of them, which means if a Muslim, he take you for real as a friend, he is an apostate. All right? Surely he is one of them. He is apostate. So you have no friends. You have to be careful. Go ahead.
And I understand. So I hope now that I am a little bit further away from the mic, I didn't realize I was speaking very loudly. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Actually, it was through your videos. I heard about you for years, but I never had watched any of your videos or anything until I converted. I converted around Ramadan time this year because I was growing a little bit weak in my faith in Christianity. And also, I was honestly a little bit lazy. Some of the things, obviously, that the Muslim people say to convert Christians, and you know, it's very like in a way, like I don't know what the word is, but it's very convincing. And some of the things, it does make sense when you don't study like the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran properly. It will make sense what they are saying. but it was because of you that you actually did save me a lot. So I had because I was a recent convertee, I had a Muslim guy approach me for marriage,
Yeah, sure.
and I grew up. I grew up as a Christian, so when they started telling me like, oh, you're not allowed to go out of the house, you're not allowed to speak to men, you will have to wear a hijab, and even if we go to the beach, you're not allowed to go to the beach, you're not allowed to go to the cinema, and I started questioning their friends. Then I said, this sounds crazy to me. Like God does not love people, women and men differently, and yeah, obviously God does tell that the man needs to take the lead, but it's not in that like way that they are saying. So he was like going against my principles as a person. He was going against like the person I am and the way I was born and the way I was raised. And I started questioning a lot of Muslims, maybe over 20 of their friends before I nearly got married, um, including a sheikh that came to the house to speak to us. And I said, look, if you're asking me to wear hijab and abaya, but you are not going to be wearing modest clothes, you're going to be wearing shorts, you're going to be wearing shirts, you're going to want to go to the beach and do these things, this does not make sense to me. Because if you want someone to be modest, you also need to be modest yourself. That does not make sense to ask that of me while being immodest yourself. And why do I need authorization from you? If you're going to the beach and if I am going to be married to you, I should be able to accompany you to the beach and go with you to the beach, to the cinema. I shouldn't stay home and just listen to what you're saying. And he basically, even the other Muslim elderly guys, they said he was wrong, but majority of the Muslim people I would stop on the street and ask here in England the question, I would say to him, okay, let's ask. And all of them would say the same thing. And I started feeling like something was very wrong in this fundamental, like in the principle of Islam. I started contradicting completely the person I am, including the marriages to multiple wives. I don't see how God would allow that to happen, even though in Christianity we had some prophets who got married to more than one wife. But it doesn't, like, Jesus never said, like, he was the last prophet, messenger, Messiah, so he was the only Messiah, but he was saying like, you, not even God can there was a bit that I read from the Bible that he says that what God united, once people get married, only the only way that they can divorce if there is cheating. If there is no cheating or nothing, and this person tries to marry someone else or get into a relationship, they would be committing adultery. So it goes completely against what the Bible was teaching me in general. And then I started listening to the YouTube videos about I got into accidentally your channel by listening to Sam. Um, I don't Sam Sham something. I don't remember his surname.
Mhm.
And from Sam, I learned a lot of people like saying about Christian Prince and a lot of the things that you said. And then I got into your channel. So once I started listening to you, thank God, I said this, what he's saying is making sense. I just didn't have enough studies. I didn't have enough knowledge. And I jumped the gun because what the Muslims were saying at the time is very convincing. The way they say, all of them sound the same. So to someone from outside, it sounds like all of them are knowledgeable, but they are just repeating something that they were taught. And it's like a robot, it's like speaking to a robot. They don't listen to logic. It's whatever the mosque or the people who are around them told them. That's why they say the exact same things. And Christians, we should know better and learn better, including myself. I still have a lot to learn, but otherwise we are being converted and then later on learning that it's not the right way. So thankfully to you, I canceled like getting married. I went back into reading the Bible. I started listening to more channels on YouTube, you and Sam including, like at the highest that I've been listening to the most. And I've started doing my research and slowly also asking my Muslim friends the question. And I do understand they can be quite aggressive and sometimes they will not listen and sometimes they will be swearing at you. But I will take it in order to maybe one day they will be able to open their eyes and see that the truth was right in front of them the whole time. Because it would ache my heart to know that I could have at least done something or planted the seed of doubt in their mind, so they would, do their own research. And if I was just to leave them and not speak to them and let them go on with life, maybe they would never find salvation, and I wouldn't feel good about it. Like, as a person, the way I was raised, I wouldn't feel good about it. So that's why I'm trying to learn more, so I can speak to more Muslims, and I can maybe hopefully plant the seed of doubt, so they also can do their own research and in the future become Christians. So thankfully to you, now I am happy again. I got a job straight after. I was very depressed at the time. I got a job. Everything has been going well for me. When I was a Muslim during that short period, everything was going bad. So many bad things happening. And now I'm more calm. I'm more at peace. Like, I understand a little bit more my religion. And you've helped me a lot. I just wanted to say thank you, basically, for all you've been doing to people.
Well, thank you very much. But I advise you still. You need to be careful. Like, I know you are saying you wanna, preach to the Muslims, trying to save them. But still, I think you better do it in different way. Maybe, like you can open your channel, not by inviting them to your house, not by like an actual, like you can do that with a few people only. But if you want to do really something good, maybe you can open your channel on YouTube, and you can share with your experience what happened to you with other women, so you can help women like you, Christian women like you, not to fall into such a trap. And I don't know how in the world any Christian woman she can agree to marry a Muslim, because you will become his cow. You are just a cow. He will put you in the house to milk you. This is your job. He will feed you. He will come at the end of the day to milk you. You are nobody. So he want to go out. He can have many of you. He can divorce you anytime he wish. All what they say to you about marriage does not exist. They don't believe in marriage. They believe in fornication. Marriage in Islam is just a form of prostitution, in fact. He pay you money. You agree to go with him to bed. And when he is done with you, he give you more money as an agreed, and he let you go. But that's it. This is Islam. There's no marriage in Islam. If there is a marriage, they will marry only one. And like they might say to you, things happen because of necessity. As an example, a man can get horny more. What if a woman, she is more horny? Can she get 4 husbands? They say to you, well, if only one man, we know who is the father. Yeah? Well, today we have a DNA test. The woman, she can marry 10 husbands, and she can find who is the father in 2 seconds. No problem. That problem is solved. Same time, who care about the father now? This is the important. Like, isn't it this guy is a kid is born by Allah will? So all the excuse they give you about marriage, about dignity, like the guy is asking to be modest. Those who they are asking women to be modest, they are the most pervert, because they think dirty. They cannot allow their women to dress as she wish, because they think dirty. So when they see a woman in the street wearing a skirt, he is not looking at her in a decent way, for he is a pervert. Only a pervert person, he look at women like, I know, like there is some women, yeah, they dress horrible, like I can say it, it's true. But we are talking about an average woman. She is not dressing like a whore. What the problem? The problem is Muslims, they are the same as Muhammad. Muhammad, he went, he was sitting with his friends in the front of his house. A woman, she walked by. She is a Muslim. She is not a belly dancer. She is not wearing a bikini. She is not wearing a short skirt. She is a Muslim woman wearing her burqa. So what Muhammad he did, he keeps staring at her butt until he got horny. And then he went to his wife and he did boom boom with her. And then he said, after he came back, he blamed the women, not him. He said, the women, she advanced in the form of a devil, and she retires in the form of a devil. So one of you is charmed by a woman. Which women? A woman walking by. Why you are charmed by a woman? What happened exactly? You will not be tempted unless you are thinking about her in a sexual way. If your eyes just go in front of you to see your road, and you are not looking for sex, you will not see sex. If a man, he see his daughter and she is beautiful, is he going to think about her in a temptation way? No, because he decided not to think in such a way. So Muhammad, he did not teach Muslims to be ethical. He taught them to be pervert. And then if you see a woman and you like her, you get so horny, you go to your wife and do boom boom with her. Is that a decency now? In fact, Muhammad, he told them that even when you do fornication, it's not your fault. It is Allah's destiny. A man in Islam, he will never feel guilty because he did fornicate. For Allah verily has the fixed portion of adultery which a man will indulge in which he of necessity must commit. So the Muslim man, he have no choice. So if you say to him, why you cheat on me, he will say to you, it's a destiny. It's a destiny. A woman, she asked the sheikh, she called him, she said, I'm getting older and I'm afraid that no man will marry me. He said to her, daughter, don't worry. Prophet of Allah, he says, it's written in every woman's vagina, the name of the men will F her. It's written where? In her vagina. It's destiny. So Allah, he wrote in the vagina of the women the names of the women or the men who will sleep with her. I don't know what will happen if she is lesbian. Maybe he forgot to write the names. But what if a woman, she is a prostitute? She will have a yellow pages there. So Allah wrote the name. So it's not even your choice you sleep with who or you sleep with not. The names of the men is written there. This is a very filthy, awkward, backward, mentally ill, sick religion. They claim that they have God. They claim that they have book. They claim they have law. They call it Sharia law. But in fact, this is not Allah. This is just a messed up, very cult, made up religion. A man, he can marry a woman in the intent of divorcing her. What does that mean? Well, it means that, as we were talking about before you show up here, a man, he can lie to you. He can say to you, I want to marry you, and he marry you. But his intent is to divorce you maybe second day.
Ruling on marriage with the intention of divorce.
There's no problem in that. He can do it. All right? Because simply, still he married you. So he go to a woman and he said to her, I want to marry you. I love you. Okay, let us get married. He sleep with you. A week after, he says, you are divorced. I don't like you no more. So in his mind, he is not really marrying you. He wants just to have sex. But because his religion says you have to do it in a certain way, so then I will do it in a certain way to give myself the permission. So I marry you in the intent of, divorcing you. So this guy, the one you mentioned, he wanted to marry you. He just want to do that. He is putting conditions just because he own you, and then when he is done with you, he will switch to the second woman and the third woman and the fifth woman. And you yourself, you think, you are doing the right thing. Now you are getting married. No, you are not getting married. There's no marriage in Islam. Anyway, you are lucky that you did not go that far. Otherwise, you will be very badly sorry. I don't know how even such a thing can happen to a woman. We are in the age of internet where people, they can go and search and they can find all the information they want.
But I agree with you because you're not just saying it from, this guy, he said the exact words. I said, look, I am not going to get married to you because everything that you're saying contradicts the religion. And I said, like, you're not ready for marriage. You're not mature enough at the moment to understand what marriage is. And I explained to him like a few of these points, and he said, no problem. Even if me and you got married and it didn't work out, I will marry a second wife. I said she would leave you because she also, even a Muslim woman, will not accept everything that you're proposing. It will be no woman, like no decent woman will accept it, even women from Yemen, which is where he was from. And he said, no problem. If she divorces me, I will then marry a third wife, a fourth wife, a fifth wife, and I'll keep on going. And thankfully, because of your channel and Sam, I managed to, exit. I blocked him everywhere, and I no longer like look for husbands in Muslim men. But the problem is finding also good Christian men who also will follow, word per word, everything that is written on, the Bible is also very difficult,
All right.
unfortunately.
Yeah, but I want to warn you about the guy you mentioned his name. He is kind of a wicked. He have a mental illness. This guy Sam. He speak against Islam, but he have some mental illness. Be careful. All
I
right.
will do, and thank you so much for
All
letting
right.
me up, and I will go now so the other person can speak. Thank
All
you so
right.
much and have a nice day.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you go to his channel, he is these days he is suffering from some problems. He curse and he say very bad language and mentally ill. You know, very very sad situation for this man. And the Satan, he took over his heart. He became wicked.
How you doing, bro?
We
What's
have
up?
the Comforter. Comforter, are you there? Okay, Keith, go ahead. Keith?
I mean, I have like, right, yes. I have like 2 minutes. About the destiny that you said Allah has written you in her virgin who is gonna enter there, Now you know that those things can be changed.
What do you mean can't
Like,
change?
have you ever heard about a dua, for example, if you make a dua that I want this specific person, then it's gonna change like the destiny that Allah has chosen for you, according to your dua and according to your.
No, this is not true. This is false.
You should like, listen. I really don't have time to show because I have to go work in 1 minute. But you can actually check it now. You will find many hadiths that telling you that you can change the qadr of Allah by making dua for a specific person. So I don't see anything.
No.
bad with this,
You
actually.
see, Muhammad, he made it clear because they said to him, "So what the benefit of us praying?" He said, "Just do it. Just do it. Just do it." He did not say you can. However, there is some stories about that, but it does not confirm that you can change destiny. It confirmed that if you pray a lot, maybe Allah can change his mind, maybe, but no destiny. Those destiny.
Maybe can be yes. Maybe can be yes.
Yeah,
Not only a no.
but Muhammad, he make it clear. Like there's a hadith. Let me see if I can find it for you in English and Arabic.
Please be quick, bro, because in like I have few minutes.
Yeah, I understand. If you could not, you can come back later.
Yeah, I will come tomorrow, inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah.
By the will of God. Bro, don't start. Please don't start. I'm gonna leave now.
Okay. I'm trying to remember the hadith, which is.
Tell me, maybe I know. Tell me what you remember from the hadith.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a hadith about like the Muslim, they said, so what the point? What the point of what we do? What the point? Like there's a hadith that says, nothing can prevent the order of Allah except supplication. I think this is the one you are talking about, right?
You mean that we were created to worship God?
No, there is nothing can change the destiny of Allah except. Let me see if I can find it for you.
Nothing can change the destiny of Allah except the
supplication.
Supplication.
Yeah, but
can you tell me what?
This is not true. This is not valid. Not valid. Yeah, because the majority of Muslims don't agree with it. And the same
can you tell me what?
Yeah, go ahead.
What is a supplication? I really don't know this word in English. Like, you have any other word to explain it?
It's like like you say, "Oh Allah, do this," do this.
Oh,
it's a wish. It's a wish. It's a wish for you to do. But the majority of Muslims don't agree with that because simply there's overwhelming reference that this is not right. Obviously, Muhammad, as usual, he contradicts himself anyway. But this is not really what he meant, or maybe he meant that, but there's a contradiction still. You know, either destiny nobody can change it because we have a very authentic hadith about it's repeated like 1,000 times. Here, this is just only a Tirmidhi mentioned this.
Wait, let me
But
see.
we have tons of hadith about how Allah write your destiny when you are in the womb of your mother or the belly of your mother, and whatever is written for you is going to happen. And Muhammad, he make it clear, you might do the work of people who will go to heaven, but yet you will go to hell. And this is Al-Bukhari and Muslim. Those are the most authentic. So
Yeah, that's according to your last action, last deed. If I was worshiping God 100 years and the last day I found the woman and I raped her, then why would I enter heaven? Where you see a problem with this, my brother?
if you find a woman, what you say?
If I worship God for 100 years and then I find a woman and I rape her and I die one day later without praying or anything, then what's the point of entering heaven? I raped a woman. You understand the
Yeah,
point?
no. It's you see, this is what he's saying. It's not what you do. It doesn't matter what you
It's
do.
what Allah has chosen for you.
Before almost you enter hell or heaven, what Allah He wrote for you will take over, which means in a short period at the end of your life, what Allah wrote for you will take over your behavior. This is until the
And
moment you
don't you
die.
think don't you think it's also work for the world that we live right now, that Allah that God has chose everything to be as it is now? He has been chose when the day will come. He has been shown who will die today, who will die tomorrow, who will be
No, we don't
newborn
believe.
today.
As a Christian, we don't believe in this. God He gave us our life, and God He said, I will come back to you one day. And he told us what well, like in the Bible it's make it clear that when the whole world totally corrupt, then judgment day will happen. It's not God He decide already when the day will happen. God did not decide for me what I will do, who I'm going to kill, who I'm going to rape. He did not, He said the sun will rise upon the bad and the good, So
Yes, I understand your point.
yeah,
Yes, I
but in
understand.
Islam, no. In Islam, as you see, you act like the act of people of heaven, and almost there's one cubit between you, like 1 meter distance between you and
Mhm.
the gate of heaven, and then what Allah wrote for you, will take over, and then you perform the action of the inmate of hell, and you enter it. So it's not what you do. You pray, you don't pray, you rape, you kill. Doesn't matter. It's what is written for you already previously, before when
Yes.
Allah created you. You know.
Yes, I understand, but I understand you 100% actually. But let's say, for example, right now you are breathing, correct?
What?
Can you say you are breathing?
Breathing. Okay.
Can you say, can you say that it is because of God or it is because of yourself?
You see, this is not a good analogy because I am breathing because when God created Adam, the design is Adam and Eve.
I don't understand why every time when someone speaks with you, all the chat is mocking. Like, guys, let us speak and shut up. Really,
Yeah,
I'm
don't
saying,
don't look at
like,
the
really,
chat. Don't look at the chat. Take it easy. Take it easy. So,
people are bored, man.
guys, please, we are having a nice conversation. Why you are being,
I said breathing is like breathing. Like,
All
what's
right,
so
okay,
funny?
it's all right,
Breathing.
it's all right.
That's the word.
Listen, focus with
Okay,
me.
go on.
So, God, He created Adam and Eve, all right, in heaven. We start with
Mhm.
Adam and Eve because those are the first man and women. But God, He said to them, don't do this and don't do that and live in
Yes.
heaven. All right. So, Adam at that time, he breathed, right?
Adam at that time, he breathed by the will of
Okay.
God. Yes,
No,
he
no, hold on.
breathed
What?
because of
Okay,
God
no problem.
allowed
The
him
will
to.
of God. But the will of God is just to create Adam to make him live in heaven. This is the will of God. But Adam, he chose
Correct.
to do something against the will of God and to disobey God. So from the
Mhm.
beginning of the first man, the will of God is there. God, He did not
And
create
wait,
Adam to commit
you
sin.
don't
Listen,
you
Adam
don't think
was
we will.
created, God created Adam to live in heaven. That was His
Uh-huh.
will. He told him only,
Uh-huh.
don't do this. One thing, all right? Don't do that. In Islam is different. In Islam, when Allah created Adam, Allah, He made Adam commit sin, correct?
if you are speaking about the destiny that Allah has chosen your destiny, then I can agree with you.
No, but in the case of Adam specifically, focus with me. Adam
Adam
himself, the
alayhi
first
salam.
man, he did not even choose to commit sin or not. It was
But
Allah.
God has told him, وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الشَّجَرَةَ.
Yeah, no. You see, this is not this. You see, the Quran, Muhammad is
Yes.
making it. I want you to focus with me. God, he told you don't do this, no problem, and you do that, okay.
Correct.
But according to Muhammad, Adam did not do it by his own will. It was Allah. He made Adam disobey him, and this is the story in front of you about
Oh,
Adam
wait,
and
let
Moses.
me read it.
Okay, go
The
ahead, read it.
Prophet said Adam and Moses argued with each other. Moses said to Adam, "O Adam, you are our father who disappointed us and turned us out of paradise." Then Adam said to him, "O Moses, Allah favored you with his talking to you directly. And he wrote the Torah for you with his own hand. Do not blame me for action which Allah has written in my fate 40 years before my creation." So confuted Moses. Adam confuted Moses. The prophet added, repeating the statement 3 times.
3 times. As well, Muhammad, he does 3 times because trying to copy the Christians. However, look what happened.
Mhm.
Moses is blaming Adam for the original sin. So Moses is not a Muslim as Muslim they say. He's a Christian, which means he
Musa is
believes.
a Christian.
We can say he's a Christian because he believed in the original sin.
Wait, I have a question. When I will tell you, for example, when a Muslim comes and telling you Jesus was a Muslim, where do you take it? Like what do you
I laugh.
understand? When,
You see, I'm just showing you.
no.
Let me
What do
answer.
you
Let me answer. Let me
understand?
answer. Let me answer. So the Muslim, they say Moses was a Muslim, right? I just said to you, Moses is a Christian. What I meant by that, I meant that Moses, he believed in what the Christian believe, that we
Oh,
are out of heaven because of original sin. As you see, Moses here, he disagree with Islam. He believed that because of Adam's sin, we are out of heaven, and this is what original sin is about. But Adam, he said to him, you are wrong. Moses, Allah, he favor you, he talked to you. He gave you the Torah written by his hand. Yet you blame me for an action which Allah had written in my fate 40 years before my creation.
uh-huh.
And your prophet, Muhammad, he took the side of Adam. He said, Adam is right, Moses is wrong. So according to Adam, Adam did not commit sin. Do you blame me? When I say to you, do you blame me? It's mean you cannot blame me. So Adam saying to Moses,
Oh.
you blame me for the sin? Don't you know that this is a fate written for me to commit 40 years before my creation? So Adam, when he commits sin, he did not commit sin. It was a drama written by Allah for Adam. That Adam, I will create a man, I will give him a garden, I will put him there, I will tell him don't do that. Then but I wrote before I created him a decree which means will force him to do it. And then when he do it, he begged me for forgiveness. And then I say to him, okay, I forgive you. And then I kick him out of heaven. So the drama is silly and stupid because it
Yes,
turned to be Adam did not commit sin. While in my belief, Adam commits sin. So Muhammad stole a story from the Bible. He have nothing to do with it. And as usual, he added his own spice. And that make it so silly and so stupid. Because why Allah kicked Adam from heaven? If it was the
because
decree.
he ate it from the tree.
No. You see, if Allah, it was a decree, my friend, focus with me. It was a decree. It was not Adam's decision. It was a decree. Do you see
It was
decree?
already written. That's what you're trying to say.
Yes. It says
He
in
had
front
no
of you.
choice. Like he had
It
no
says,
choice.
my friend, what is the sin he did? In action, correct? It's an action.
In action.
All right. So
Yes,
do you blame me for an action which Allah had written in my fate 40 years before my creation? So,
wait, can I tell you something, please? Let's say just like put the hadith aside. Let's say that Adam did not eat it from the tree. You think that there will be Judaism, Christianity, and Islam in the world? Don't you think it's all planned to be at this point?
No,
God
you
wanted
see,
it to be?
no, you see, it's not about.
And wait, I will give you.
Hold
I
on,
will give you
my friend,
another
my friend.
example.
If hold on. You see, Islam and Christianity is a name we give them to what people believe. However, God is always exist, Our God is exist. So you call
Correct.
it Christianity is those who follow God. Judaism is those who follow God. It's just speaking about an era of people who and believers, but it's not the different. It's not something new. So God is always exists. It's not about this. Is not about Christianity as you call it religion. No. So
It's the way. It's the
Adam
way.
is created in the Bible with the free will. Don't do that. Adam disobey. Here, as you see, in your religion, Adam, he did not disobey. Adam was a victim of Allah. Allah, he planned
Yes.
for Adam to do it, and then he kicked him out, and then he will send us to hell because we disobey. But it turned to be that everything we do is a destiny. Fornication is destiny. Killing is destiny. Theft is a destiny. Lying is a destiny.
You-
So what is our sin?
Wait, I understand your point 100%, but there is another hadith that, listen, I have to check those two, okay? But there is another hadith that reject the way you are saying what you say, even though you say it correct according to this hadith, okay? I'm
Okay,
not gonna reject it.
if there is something exists as you are saying, that means Islam
I
is,
mean,
is
I will ask you
if
just.
there is something like that as you claim, that means Islam is messed up because this is the most authentic book. This is Al-Bukhari and Muslim.
Yes. I told you I will need to check
All
this
right.
hadith and the other one, but the other hadith is about the khutbatu iblis, if you know this hadith.
Yeah,
About that.
but you see, I mean, I can show you tons of hadith and we can jump from place to place, but then you have to come to a conclusion. Which one is the one to follow? Same time,
Yeah,
in the
yeah, but
Quran,
let's
what if I go to the Quran right now? Who is the one who deceives shaitan? Is it Allah?
I'm sorry again. Who is the one who?
Shaitan, is he a bad person or he is a good person in Islam?
He was jealous because of Adam.
Okay.
So
No,
what
this
do you
not,
mean
this
good
not
or
my
bad?
question. Is he a good person or a bad person in
He's
Islam?
not a person.
He's what?
I don't think he's a person. If he's a good or bad, I don't know how to answer it actually. Because if I'm
No,
not wrong,
the Quran,
if I'm not wrong,
the Quran give us the answer. The Quran say clearly that Shaitan is a very good person and he is obedience to Allah. Even though the
yeah,
Quran
that's before Adam.
call him Rajim, which mean bad, but in the same time, the same Quran says that Allah, Shaitan, they are in total agreement, and in fact, Shaitan sent by Allah and deceived by Allah. So Allah, he deceived Shaitan. The same he deceived Adam to commit sin. So in chapter 7, verse number 16, قَالَ فَبِمَا أَغْوَيْتَنِي, because you deceived me. Who? Shaitan is talking. All right? So
I
what Allah
understand.
did to Shaitan? He misled him to become Shaitan. Chapter 15, verse number 39, Shaitan, he worshiped Allah. So he said to Allah,
Yes,
oh
correct.
my Lord, do you see it? Because you misled me.
I should indeed. Yes.
Okay, so
Make an error.
Shaitan is a Muslim.
Listen, my brother, listen. Before Adam, Shaitan and every single creature was worshiping the Lord.
No. This is after. This is after. Listen carefully. Shaitan now is misled by Allah.
No, listen, he's acknowledging that there is a God and he should believe that this God is
No.
real.
Hold on. First of all, if Shaitan is acknowledging God, so why you say he disobey? He don't disobey if you acknowledge.
What do you mean? How many people today believes in God that doesn't really follow his words?
But according to the Quran, he disobey in purpose, not like committing sin like us. God is speaking to him. He said according to the Quran, Allah, he said to the angels, bow down, and then except Iblis, he refused. But the Quran making a mistake there because Iblis is from the jinn, he's not an angel. Allah command the angels, a stupid book again. But listen carefully here. Iblis now, he is Shaitan. He is no more just a genie. He said, oh my Lord, he is worshipping Allah. Because you misled me, I shall indeed adorn the path of error to them. And he told him, I will do that only except the one who they are guided by you. So Allah and Shaitan, they have an agreement. Allah said to him, this is a good plan. Verse number 41, do you see it?
This is the way which leads straight to me.
Yeah. So he liked it. Allah did not say to him no. He said to him, that's wonderful. So you will mislead everybody except those who are guided by me. Wonderful. Certainly then, make an agreement. You shall have no authority over my slaves except those who follow you. All right?
No,
So
no, 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 no. You got it wrong. You got it wrong.
really,
Wait. Yeah,
fix
who follow you? You. Wait. When you see who follow you, that means the shaitan.
yes. What? It's in front of
No,
you.
no, bro. Yeah, I understand you, but I will ask you to read it in Arabic because you know Arabic.
إن عبادي ليس لك عليهم سلطان إلا من اتبعك من الغاوين. And this is a translation.
Okay,
If you want, I
again.
can use
Okay,
Google
no, 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 no,
translation.
it's okay, it's okay, bro. Please read it again in Arabic, please. I'm gonna
إن
explain.
عبادي ليس لك عليهم سلطان إلا من
Stop, stop,
اتبعك من
stop,
الغاوين.
stop. Only for those who followed you.
Exactly.
Okay, that means you have no. Read it again until Sultan, please. I have to go
My
in 2
friend,
minutes. Just let
إلا
me
من
go in 2 minutes.
اتبعك من الغاوين, except those who follow thee. So?
Okay. Except تبعك من الغاوين. Okay. Except those, you cannot have any effect on those except those who following you.
This is what I'm saying. They have an agreement. What's wrong with you?
Habibi,
Allah,
no.
listen,
Again,
The
read it again.
shaitan
When you
already,
get involved in
listen,
the Arabic language.
shaitan already in verse number 40. My friend,
Habibi.
oh, focus. Shaitan already in verse number 40, he said to Allah, except those who do you choose them, al-mukhlisin, the decent.
Listen,
I will not mislead him. But here you notice something stupid in the verse, because if shaitan will not mislead the bad, the good ones, so he's misleading who? The bad ones? They are already bad. So the Quran is stupid again.
CP, again, you have read it 4 times and you don't get what you get out of it, man.
My friend,
Again,
don't waste my time. You can read the interpretation. Do you want to read the interpretation?
I have read it. Is not the
No.
way you.
Do you want me to show you the Islamic interpretation? Don't tell me you know it. I don't know it. I can show you right now your interpretation. Agree with me.
I have like 2 minutes. Okay, go on, show me. 2 minutes exactly. I have. Okay.
So this is chapter 15:42. Here we go. All
42,
right.
yes.
And we go here, and this is Al-Jalalain. Oh, this is actually.
And the note support that
no, hold on. This is 15. Sorry, 15, not 14. 15.
Okay.
Chapter 15:42. All right. Here we go.
In other words, truly my servant that is believes you shall have no warrant, no power except those who follow you from among the perverse, the disbelievers.
See?
But when you say follow you, that means to God or shaitan?
To follow the shaitan.
I will listen. I will go now and I listen. I will.
I can show you. I can show you other interpretation before you go. This is to follow shaitan. So your God, he made an agreement with shaitan. Let us do it together. I misled you. You misled them. However, shaitan, he said to him, okay, I will mislead only the bad people. And those who they are sincere to you, I will not mislead them. Allah said, that's good for me. However, you will notice that those verses destroy Islam again. Why? Because shaitan, he misled Muhammad and gave him satanic verses. But the Quran says clearly that you have no authority over my followers, who they are decent. They agree together. So how shaitan was able to cause Muhammad to forget Quran, was able to make Muhammad disobey Allah, as in chapter of At-Tahrim 66, shaitan was able to give Muhammad satanic verses. Muhammad, he said, my shaitan, he command me to do good. So shaitan have authority over Muhammad. And shaitan made him do things. Even the Quran says, Allah forgive your sin in the past and to come. So how shaitan cannot mislead anyone except the bad one, and he misled Muhammad?
Okay, I understand your point. Now listen, I will, me personally, I understand those verses and I will explain it to you, but because
all right. Thank you very much.
But was nice talking to you, bro.
Okay, take care.
It was nice talking.
All right, take care.
Take care.
Yeah, guys, do you understand what happened here? This is how stupid this religion is. Allah and Shaitan, they have an agreement. Friendly agreement. Shaitan, he worked for Allah. Shaitan is not the enemy of Allah. The verse in front of you. Shaitan, he says to Allah, "Oh my Lord." And you see here the word, "You misled me." So here we need to ask ourselves, who is the real Shaitan? It's Allah. The real Shaitan is Allah. It's not Shaitan. Because the first person who did practice deception is Allah. As you see, he deceived Adam. He made him do sin. He misled Shaitan. And Shaitan, he said, okay, you misled me. What do you want me to do? I misled them too. And then he want to be friendly to Allah. He says, okay, I will mislead them all, except all except those who believe in you, Allah. So Allah, he gave the authority for Shaitan to mislead everyone is not a Muslim. Do you see the point?
Each trial, he's the cornerstone of our faith. Never in denial, his grace sustains us through the darkest night. In his presence we find our true delight. With forgiveness and love, he sets us free, erasing all our sins, bring peace eternally. In Christ we find unshakable hope, our rock, our foundation, helping us to go. So let us lift our voices high in praise and worship. Let our spirits fly, for in Christ we find our truest joy.